Homer led the league in tackles with 85. The deep ball for Darius Prince, and Philadelphia's on the board first.
On the draw, this is Bryson Allen. And Allen weaving his way all the way down to the 22.
10-yard line, 5. Mayfield, Dancy, all around. Throw it as far as he can throw it. Jump ball coming. Crazy stuff. Not this time.
And you want to be a wide receiver, you're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder, but watch. Those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
Goat Nation, Shady Sports. I come to you after Big Goat win, 58-38 over the Iowa Woo. Today I'm joined by DB Angelo Trujillo and wide receiver Brian Cox. Fellas, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Angelo, I kind of want to start with you. You managed to find so much success playing under Coach B and Coach Dorsey defense. What about their scheme really caters to your style?
Well, we play a very aggressive defense. We love to pressure the quarterback, which in turn helps the defense of the secondary to get interceptions and turnovers, which helps me out a lot. Obviously, you've seen we've had a lot of success doing that. So we pressure the quarterback, and the secondary gets rewarded with getting interceptions, and that's what we've been doing so far.
Brian, coming from the outdoor game to the indoor game, six-man football, what have the biggest differences been for you?
I would just say, the numbers for sure, but just the different schemes and everything. It's not, normal football. It's way different. The coverages, everyone's doing a lot of everything, kind of seeing if it sticks.
You talk about the guys you have in that receiver room with Boo Smith, Ryan Martinez, and now a new addition that you just added who we'll have on shortly. How do you push each other to be great every day?
We all in practice it starts. We're always talking about drops, anything like that. We're always trying to be, perfect. We're trying to tighten up every single week. And so, having those guys around me makes my job a lot easier because they got a lot of eyes on them.
Angelo, being from your hometown of San Diego, California, who's one guy you look up to from your hometown?
From my hometown?
Yes.
Well, I'm a big Chargers fan. As you can see, I got a little Charger bowl here. So when the Chargers were back in San Diego, I really looked up to his guy named Jason Verrett. He's a corner. He's very aggressive, very physical, and that's kind of like the motto of my game after. And yeah, that's kind of someone who I look up to from San Diego.
You had a really interesting college career. You attended the University of St. Mary's, and you also attended Southwestern Community College. Talk to me about that JUCO lifestyle.
See, if you've been to JUCO, you know that it's different because you have a lot of guys there who can play at a very high level, and everybody's really hungry to get to that next, to the next step. So the competition at the JUCO level was very high, and it pushed you, and you could find out a lot about yourself as a person, as a player, because like anything can happen at any given moment. Like it's really like next man up, like very quickly. Like if you mess up whatever, it's like next man up because everybody's really trying to get to the next level. So it really built a lot of character in me. It built a lot of resilience and dedication. I just knew that I had to put in a lot more work to stay consistent and just to be on top of my game because I was around so many great players. So that definitely helped mold me into the player I am today, for sure.
No doubt, Brian. When you look at these first three games, what has been your kind of biggest learning lesson you feel?
I would definitely say it's just the defenses, for the most part, it's really man on man. So, if my guy's, he's coming, I got to block him. So it's really allows me to kind of step into that tight end role. I know I'm snapping the ball too, but doing everything, block, catching, and releasing. So making sure that I'm hitting all that as a tight end.
Angelo, you're having so much success. You lead the league in interceptions. But what's one thing you kind of improve on in your game before the season ends, you feel?
One thing I definitely want to improve on is just the simple just coverage, especially like there's the high motion type of it's a new look for all of us. So when they come in motion, they're coming at you full speed. You have to, it's like very like easy to kind of get like quick and just start backing up. But you have to learn how to be patient in this game and trust your technique, trust your leverage and all that stuff. So I think just getting confidence in my technique is one thing that I definitely think I could get better at. Sure.
Brian, Angelo, I appreciate both of y'all's time. I wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm here with the man of the hour, as always, my guy, Coach B. Coach, how you doing tonight?
What's up with it, Chris? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, So after a big win, 58-38, however, obviously the lowest offensive output of the season, from a director of player personnel standpoint, what changes do you feel had to be made?
We made a few changes in our roster. It was coming anyway. Me as a director of player personnel on that side, I'm never satisfied. You knew that from me being the head coach and the GM in Iowa. I was never satisfied. My roster always got to be on another different level. So I'm always looking to get better at each level, no matter what it is. So that's my goal. And yeah, we got the most points in the league right now. We got the most touchdowns. We're a high caliber offense. We shutting down offenses on our defensive side, but I'm never satisfied. I stay hungry. Remember that.
You look at this game against the Iowa Woo, obviously this is the second time we're playing them. What do you see from them kind of different from Duluth, you feel?
Scheme-wise, I feel like they scheme a little different. I think I give my hat off to Mook. He came ready to play this week. It was a different ball game than the first time we played him. I think he just had to get adjusted to the game and what we were doing as well. So I think as far as scheme-wise, they play a little different. I'm not gonna lie, offensively they showed a little bit of more spunk than Duluth, but Duluth defensively always bring that wood, and I give my hats off to both teams. This Sunday is gonna be a battle. I look at it. This is one of our new rivalries right now with us and Duluth. I thought it was gonna be us and Ozarks, but it's really us and Duluth. So I'm ready for Sunday's game.
One thing about Duluth that really stands out to me, their head coach from Miami, Florida, Tony O'Neill. He talks a lot of trash on Facebook, but what do you have to say about him and how much you respect him?
Oh, I respect T. That's my boy, man. O'Neill, T. O'Neill. He's a well-respected man. Like, he loves his X's and O's. He been respectful. He always hitting me up, inboxing me, calling me. Me and Dorsey, we chap it up with him all the time. So I respect him as far as he loves the game. He got the same enthusiasm as we do. He loves X's and O's, and he always gonna bring his hard hat to work every day.
Now, Coach B, you always say, you want to be a boss. You have to pay the price. You definitely paid the price. You added Carson and Newman legend, Mr. Houdini right here. How you doing today, sir?
I'm blessed. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing great. So, you just came off a championship with the Omaha Beef and Tommy Armstrong. Talk to me about that organization and how much it taught you.
Man, it's one of the best in indoor football, for real. Like, from the owner to the lowest on the staff. Like, everybody was great. They was very welcoming. And then, like, outside of football, I was available to, like, treatment and, like, taking care of my body, like meals, and then just everything was set apart over there. And then it was a championship team that know how to win, that don't panic in clutch mode. We was very resilient. I never played with a team like that was that resilient, that didn't give up until the last down of the game. So I appreciate them, and I'm ready to get this ring to come in.
Now, on the flip side of that, even with the Philadelphia Soul, obviously they had some issues. Kind of take me through that whole situation.
Man, the worst situation I've been in. Well, we started off, I think we was going to be one of the best teams in the AFL. But then, I guess our owner backed out, so it just went down from there. So once he backed out, it's like we really didn't have the funds to, take care of the hotel, the facility, the travel, and all that. So that's how it went bad. And, the first game they put the Dallas Falcons in the Philly Soul uniform. So that was unbelievable too, having one-way flights there and all that. So it was just a bad situation. And I'm glad I got another opportunity outside of that. And it was a lesson learned.
After your championship with the Beef, coming from a well-respected organization like you talked about, I bet you had offers on the table. What about the GOATs kind of stood out to you?
Man, Coach Henny, we've been chopping it up before this. People don't even know. I mean, he see the potential in me, and I trusted him as a coach and a GM. So he gave me the opportunity after I won the championship, and I took it. And I had a great practice yesterday. The guys is cool, quarterback. And I feel like I'm gonna get another ring this year.
You definitely is, my guy. That's only right.
That's facts.
I'm excited to see what you can do, Daquan. I know you got big things in store. One thing I wanted to touch on is you obviously had a run with veteran quarterback Tommy Armstrong. What about him made him stand out from the rest you played with in the past?
Tommy a leader, first of all, and then he makes sure everybody on track. Like, he gonna point out if you do wrong and if you do right. So he gonna make sure you perfect your craft. That's what I like about Tommy, a leader and a playmaker. When it's time, he gonna make a play. You could count on Tommy Armstrong to make that play when we down.
Coach B, you talk a lot about getting out in the community, and you see the attendance has gone up from game 1 to game 2. What's your overall goal come game 3?
Try to get as many seats filled, many youth organizations out there. We're doing the youth night, June 29th. That's youth night for us. All the youth organizations in Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, Overland Park, Shawnee Mission, Kansas. No matter where you at, come on out. We want y'all out. If you need tickets, come holler at Coach B. I got them for you. $15 a walk. You ain't gonna get them no cheaper than that nowhere else. We in the community. Today we doing a little team bonding event. The boys out there bowling. You seen Angelo already out there. They going out there bowling. Tomorrow we got invited to the Chiefs Stadium, so we get a tour of the Chiefs facility. Mingle with them tomorrow, and then next Friday we're going to the MMA Women's Mixed Martial Arts World Championship on CBS. So we're trying to get out in the community as much as possible. Yesterday we went and talked to the Wyandotte County Juvenile Detention Center. Met with about 3 or 4 pods, played basketball, barbecue with those guys, and had fun. I'm actually over here right now chopping it up with the director of the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Department. So he invited me to his house today. So we came and just seeing what we could do to get these guys integrated and help these young men get on track and do something different. And I feel like rubbing elbows in the community is going to fill the seats. So my goal is 4,500 fans June 29th. And I think we can hit that.
Daquan, I wanted to ask you, you have been able to build a brand for yourself on social media. I see you doing a lot there, trying to promote yourself. If you were in college, how would you take advantage of NIL?
Like you said, what you see, I would have did it more on social media because I don't really like the media, but people been pushing me to do it because it's gonna get me out there and just show me and show what I deserve and get that opportunity on the next level. So I would have been pushing myself more for sure, and I'm not really like a talker. I'm a silent killer. Like my game gonna speak for itself. So it's like I'm starting to become more vocal, and like I'm glad the people that's pushing me to do that is in my life right now.
Hey, it's gonna be crazy. He thought he had something with Tommy Armstrong, him and Cato. It's gonna be insane. I think we're gonna hit that triple digit number now.
Nah, facts. That's crazy. I was just talking to him about that. Man, I see it. I see it with a clear view. It's coming.
You know, Daquan, when you look at towards going to the end of the season, what's your biggest goal and how do you plan to finish out strong individually?
Say that again.
Like when you look at yourself, you know, going towards the end of the season, right? Like you're coming off a championship, you kind of achieved everything team-wise. What's one thing you want to achieve individually?
Number one goal is to get myself in the NFL, get invited to a workout and make the team and sign a contract for sure. And I'm gonna keep going until I can't no more.
Coach B, final question for you. When you look towards this week and like towards Duluth, you're making the trip up there. It's a lot of pressure per se. What's your biggest message to the team?
Hey, really, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought I had a squad at Iowa. I got a squad right here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, and it's crazy because we were just talking about that with these boys. I don't even really have to do much to get them hyped. They self-motivated. They clock in on their own. I ain't got to tell them to clock in. They clock in. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. It's in them. It wasn't on them. It's already in them. So I ain't got to get them ready. So my thing, keep doing what you've been doing.
I'm a game changer.